So once I made my way in, my next step is, as an attacker, is to actually maintain access. And how we're going to do that is we're going to go, first of all, and make sure that we call it pwning the system. And you've probably heard me say that a couple times. You'll probably hear me say it all the time. It's just kind of a habit of mine. I pwned. You got pwned, or I pwned that machine. This is a slang term that we use. It's used in the IT, or I should say the technology field. It actually came from the gaming side. I can't remember the name of the game, but somebody fat-fingered a message that would pop up when you killed an opponent. It was supposed to say you owned Soldier 5. And obviously the O and the P keys are very close to each other, and so somebody fat-fingered that one. And so it's become a joke in the industry that we pronounce it, or we say pwning instead of owning a system. But that's my goal, is to maintain access. I'm going to totally pwn the system out. And I'm going to then use this system as a launch pad into what I really want to try to accomplish. Now, I could use this system not only to do my attacks, but maybe I use this system to finish scanning out or footprinting your environment. Maybe after I get into this machine, I'm going to install Wireshark and I start sniffing the network and send results back to my location. So I might also, as an attacker, install some Trojans or install a Trojan to do things like steal usernames, passwords, maybe scan for documents that include certain number sequences that might be recognized as social security numbers or credit card numbers. But again, this machine that I'm trying to maintain access with may not actually be my target. This could be just something that I'm going to use the resources. I'm going to use the CPU cycles. I'm going to use its bandwidth. I'm going to use it to impersonate me to actually do my dirty work for me. And here's what's really interesting is that a good attacker will actually harden up this machine. What do you mean by that, Dale? Well, what I mean is that if I've gone through all the work of getting into this machine and I pwned it completely, I don't want somebody else to get in the same way. That's why I like to inject my own backdoors or my own Trojans. So I'll actually go through and harden up the system so that all those vulnerabilities are now gone, because I'm going to get in through a different mechanism that's going to be a little bit easier for me. So technically a machine that gets hit by an attacker sometimes is patched up really nicely for you. Now, some of the things that you could do to try to stop this, and we'll get into this when we get into the maintaining course or maintaining access course, but you could install as a security expert, you'd want to install something like a honeypot or a honeynet. These are basically fake systems as well as fake networks to attract a user, an attacker, I should say, and he gets in there and he's spending all of his time. Remember I told you, what was your responsibility? To distract and slow them down. Well, if I put you into a honeypot, maybe I'm actually tracking information about what you're doing and from where, and you're wasting all your time on this fake target or possibly a fake network.